Here's the first night of camping. Right here by the river. Pretty neat. Been fish jumping up all morning. Just woke up. Pretty interesting. Made these straps. I tied that with monofilament line. Not tied it, but sewed it with needle and monofilament, and made a just brought it back on itself and tied it or sewed it. Did the same thing right here, and hooked one of these things up. You can get them at Walmart. It works perfect. This right here, this webbing I bought at was this, and that was one piece. That one over there was one piece, and that was like $3 at the Army Navy store. So that wasn't too bad. This was my first night camping in the skeeter beater, and man, it did good. It was cold last night, real cold, so I had to get some blankets and stuff. And I think it was real nice. As you see, I started to get a fire last night, but I couldn't do it because off that direction is a house. And I mean, just a very, very short direction over there, a short amount of, just a short distance. And I didn't want to, and it's a police officer too, by the way, and so I just didn't want to bug anybody. Didn't want to get anybody's. I mean, it's not like I can't camp out here, but I just didn't want to get anybody's attention. But so it's just kind of that's where all the fish have been really, really moving around a lot. It's like they're sitting around in there, kind of. I don't know what kind they are. It could be those plecostomuses. Kind of have to come up for air. I don't know. But anyways, we're gonna see. I brought my bike just in case I wanted to do a little bit of mountain biking somewhere. Just throw that on the canoe. It's nice to have a big canoe like that. I think this is a 17-footer. That way I could put all my stuff in it. But man, I'll tell you what. Go to Walmart, and they've got this kind right here. I don't know what kind it is, but it's one of those field line things, man. Holy cow! This has got the thing here, so that way you can put a lot. You can actually put a lot more into it. It's pretty nice. A lot of good stuff in it. It's pretty nice. And then of course I bought this from, I forgot what website it is, but it's called Stoic. So the bag, it's waterproof. Keep all my blankets in it. That way if the boat tips over, it won't. Sorry guys. I had a good night's sleep last night. It was nice. A lot better than sleeping in a tent. Alright. Well, I'll keep you updated. Well, I was wondering what I was going to have for breakfast this morning. Just happened to find an orange tree out here in the middle of the woods. Got all kind of oranges. This thing ought to be nice. Look at all this. That river is beautiful out there, isn't it? Here's some palmetto bushes. I can chop those things down and eat the middle of that if I want. A nice straight one right there. That's just regular old solid palmetto growing up like that. But yeah, here's all this area. Well, I'm gonna get to eating. Well, come to a spot where from this position, it looks like there's a there's a big tree in the way. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. I don't know if I'm gonna have to. I don't know which direction the river goes from this point. Okay, looks like it's starting to. I don't know if it's curving to the left or not. This is going to be interesting, I guess. Sorry you guys missed this morning, man. I just wasn't worried about grabbing the camera yet. It was incredible. There was birds chirping everywhere. There was squirrels everywhere. Everybody was yelling around and letting their buddies know that they were still here. They hadn't perished in the night. And the birds all along the side of the river here eating, getting their breakfast and everything, you know. And man, I'm telling you what, I'm glad I just found those oranges. Those are some good breakfast. Out here in the middle of nowhere. It's crazy. Alright, so which way is it? Is it that way? Or is it that way? Oh man, they both look about the same too. I don't know how to tell. Alright. Guess, okay. It's gonna be... it's gonna be that way for sure. Not gonna go back in there. Couldn't if I wanted to, I think. So it's going to be this area here. Well, how's that for paddling with one hand, huh? See if I can zoom in and show y'all. Yeah, that ain't going to do. That ain't going to cut it. But you can see where the creek had been risen. It was real high for a while. You can see all the dark areas here where the wood had turned black from all the water. It's still wet, I guess. Still soaked. And I mean, it was high. There's some more, another little area up in there. Real nice area. In a little bit, I'm going to stop and do some fishing, get my lunch. I brought a BB gun so that way if I find a squirrel or something, I've passed by the squirrels so far this morning. I didn't bring anything to eat. So I'm having to live off the land here for a few days. But we'll see what happens. Alright, we made it through that little part of the journey, so I'll get back with you. Found a holly tree or whatever this is out here in the middle of the woods. I guess you can definitely tell that the berries are poison because nobody's ate any of them. They're sitting out here ready to be eaten. Nothing's eating them. But a guy named Green Dean, he's got a bunch of videos on edible foods and stuff. He was saying that you can use this leaf for caffeine. They got caffeine in them, but I'm not sure if this is the one or not. I've got a bunch of his videos. I can't remember which one this was now. I can't remember if this was the kind that has caffeine in it, and you can make caffeine, or it's like kind of a, it doesn't taste like coffee, I would suppose, but it'd give you a, oh, there's another one right there too. No, it's the same one. Okay, it's just one big old long branch. Goes way up there. It's interesting. Here's a piece of wood that's been burnt. Got a bunch of charcoal on there. I could use that, huh? Yeah, it's got a bunch of charcoal all over it. Real nice. See about this spot over here. It's like a little bitty creek going over to the river. Kind of stagnated water though, going all the way up there because the it looks like it's turning into a swamp over here. I wonder if there's any. This might be a spot where some fish might have got caught up in this water up here. You never know, because all this water, all this was underwater, pretty high underwater. You can see that. Isn't it funny how logs end up in certain places. I've seen quite a few things. I didn't have enough time to grab the camera at the moment, but where logs and stuff had placed themselves quite in a strange predicament. I guess as the water had settled or whatever. It's kind of funny. But anyways, let's see here. Oh, there's like a little moat here. Looks like almost a little pond that's turned into. I wonder if there's any fish down in there. I don't know. Got a little island out there. So it goes back pretty good ways. Be nice to find a snake in here. That would make for an excellent lunch. Apparently, from what Green Dean says, these things will make a lunch, but I don't know if I want to really try those. They say they're real bitter. You have to boil it, and from what I understand, even after you boil it, it's still not gonna give you. Come up that trash even way out here in the middle of the woods, no matter where you go. But yeah, even if you boil it, apparently it still tastes bad. So I don't feel like fooling with that. There's plenty of other things out here to eat. If anything, look at all that. I think this makes a sound whenever I zoom in, but it's a bunch of palmettos right there. All I gotta do is just chop the palmetto in half. Just chop it down and eat the middle part. That's all you gotta do. It's good. But I don't know if the calories extended in chopping it down make it, if the actual edible part makes up for that or not, I don't know. Let's see, it sure looks like there'd be a water snake or something in here, doesn't it? I don't see one anywhere. About 2 or 3 water snakes, then it'd be good sized ones. It'd be a heck of a meal. Alright, let's see here. Alright, I'm going to continue traveling down that direction and see what we can find. Big old bunch of turkey buzzards. A bunch of them over here too. Looks like some of them are getting fights over there. Turkey buzzards everywhere. Woke up this morning to a whole bunch of them flying over me. I was looking up through that skeeter net into the sky, and there was just hundreds of them everywhere, just flying all over me, all around me. It's pretty cool. Bunch of them sitting up in there. Just hanging out. Ooh. Sorry guys, I don't have my tripod with me. I'm kind of could have got up closer to him, but there we go. Alright. Crazy jokers out there. These things are everywhere out here. There he is. Look at this big old gator. I saw another one a little bit ago, big old huge one. Whoop. I wonder if he's gonna be if he's just gonna sit there and sit there and sit there until I get up to him, or what? Huh. There he goes. Wasn't in no big hurry. Man, y'all get a load of this. Just had to power through a bunch of that. I didn't know for sure if this was even the direction that it was going, the river was going, because back that way there's another spot that goes off to your left. And took that for a little bit, and it stopped. So this is the only other way to go through, I guess. I saw a huge deer. This thing was absolutely humongous coming up out of the river, and tried to catch a squirrel, but man, that little joker got away. He it's too fast for me, I guess. Look at all this This stuff I'm having to power through it too, man. This is like, it's like going through mud. But I can see the other side over there. I can see that it continues on past that. So here we go. I'm gonna try to get there. Well, I made it through it. It passed all that stuff. That was tough. Now I gotta go further. Hopefully there's not many things like that. That was rough. Alright. Holy moly. Where's it at? There's one of them drones. Huh. Alright, so I just had to try to make it through this. This right here. Now I'm stuck in a spot where that limb right there is going across, so I can't get underneath it. So, and this is real shallow. There's a log right there that's been, I had to get out and pull this thing and drag it. Now that over there looked like that was where the creek was heading, but that goes to an abrupt stop. So now I've got to get this. I've got to get it through this little tiny crevice. Look at this, how little that is. Look how shallow it is. See, now that's where the other one comes out. Underneath that, and I can't get underneath that because of the bicycle. So I'm gonna have to pull this through all this mess here, and then looks like I'm gonna have a lot more mess further on up. Looks like I'm gonna be going through a lot of this. So that ought to be interesting. I think I'm going to scout it out and see what happens, see what I can do. Looks like some kind of animal's been around here. I don't know what that is. It's probably a raccoon. It's like a raccoon or something. Well, I made it through a bunch of that. It's taking me an hour now. I can't walk in the water, or else it would take a lot shorter time. Because I've got a really, really bad cut on my toe. That cut down into my, all the way down into my toenail and everything. So, I think it's probably best to keep my feet up out of the water. But, it's getting to the point now where I've just been eating a lot of oranges because haven't stopped to do any hunting yet. I was just trying to get around and try to find a spot to camp and do some fishing and get something. At least I've got enough water to last for a little bit. Besides, I've got those those cups that you can buy from Walmart and Amazon or whatever, you know, these stainless steel cups, and you can boil water in those. I was gonna point something out. This right here, a lot of people don't realize it, but these are those eggs that are the big, oh, what do you call them? The big, like Chinese snails. They make these big egg nests here like that, and kind of gooey. But I have a feeling that if you fry them up, it'd be like frying eggs up. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do later on, just to try it, just to see what it is. You can see the yolk and stuff inside those little eggs, little orange colored stuff. But this might be a good little form of protein. My camera battery had died, so I went and put another battery in. Made sure I brought 2 extra ones besides the original one. But look at that! Somebody posted or put an American flag out here in the middle of the woods. Isn't that wild? That's where I gotta travel. It's through there. It's such shallow water right now too. It's horrible. I hope it starts getting a little bit deeper. Boy, I hope it gets better. I hope that ain't the way I'm supposed to go. Who knows? The river opens up a lot more. Finally. Happy about that. Plus there's higher ground. Back there it was pretty swampy. Ooh. Almost hit an alligator, and I guess I almost hit it back or something, I don't know. But anyways, yeah, it's a lot better. A little higher ground. So I'm going to start looking for a, well, I don't know, it's only almost 1 o'clock right now. It's probably 1 o'clock, close to it. I don't know if I'm going to camp out yet or not, as far as find a spot. Go around the bend, see what all I can find. There's a little alligator up ahead of me. Looks like he's just scooting along, trying to. Whoop. Sorry guys, I don't have my tripod. Let me open it tomorrow. Somebody's rowboat out here. There's 2 of them. I don't know what's going on with that. It must be I don't know if that's because all this was like really high water. I don't see any ropes on it or anything, so I wonder if they just got towed towed by the high waters over here. The other one's upside down. So I don't know what's up with that. Let me see if I can get over here. It's hard paddling with one hand. Yeah, see, look at that. Somebody's boat upside down over there on those stumps. I don't know. You can see the water lines where the water was up. Water line everywhere. I'm going to go up just a little ways more and do a little camp thing. Alright, this is the problem I'm in now. That's a dead end almost. I mean, that's where I'm supposed to be on the other side of that. But I just seen a humongous alligator on that. Huge. And I guess I'm supposed to be over there. Maybe I should have went a different direction. This is what I just went through. Paddled through all that. Only to get here to this end and not have a way through. The problem is it's muddy. And I don't know if I can actually step out into it over there or not. I don't know. Guess we're going to see. This one here I can't get out and pull the canoe over because all that is it's a big grass heap, mud heap, and it's floating, and it's probably 5 foot thick. Whew. Sorry guys, I'm out of wind here. I just tried to see if I could dig myself through it with a shovel, but that's not going to work, and I can't stand on it because my weight will push it down. Well, I mean, you know, it's hard enough to where it would probably hold me for just a minute, and that's about it. I don't know how I'm going to get past this thing. There's no other ways around. There's limbs everywhere, trees everywhere. I'm going to have to figure something out. Plus, I think this might be a big alligator dam or something. I don't know. Because I know there was a huge gator on it. I don't know if alligators have dams or not, but who knows. This thing is in my way, and it's not letting me by. And I'm going to have to really do some figuring on this one. Well, found something pretty cool. It's called chicken of the woods. It's grows on the wood, on the trees, and tastes like chicken, and it's got like a chicken texture to it. Looks a lot like chicken, and from what I understand, it's edible, and it tastes like chicken. I already ate a bunch of it, so it's pretty good stuff. See, it looks like the sinews of chicken meat. What it looks like. So it looks like a good dinner. It's a good amount. I'm running out of energy real bad. I haven't had anything to eat. There's some of that little bit of a chicken of the woods thing, and that's really not much as far as anything. I just had to pick this up, and I had to take all the stuff out. There's some over there on the ground, and got a bunch of it over here. Oh, this isn't cool. I don't have much energy. I really don't. I don't have much energy at all. This has been, because earlier I was trying to trudge through all that, and using up way too many, whatever you call it. I've got to make it way on into there. Somehow, I've got to be able to muster up the strength to do it. I gotta get past this log now, too. Ugh. This is crazy. Decided to go ahead and set up camp. It's like 3-something now. It's gonna be dark soon. I've got a lot of trudging to go. Just to get past that one spot that makes me so mad. Got all that area right there. I didn't eat anything last night for dinner. I ate a what do you call it, a orange for breakfast this morning, a few oranges, and just ate a little bit of that chicken of the wood stuff. All for that one little spot that's only about 5 foot wide. But the only problem is I can't stand on it to pull the boat over, and I can't push it down either. Can't push it down to put the boat over it. So I'm kind of stuck in a spot right there because it's real deep right there, and if I fall through or something like that, then I'm stuck. I'm out here in the middle of nowhere. I'm miles out here, way out in the woods, and there ain't no way. There's no way. And I'm losing energy right now big time. I'm going to see if I can try to catch some fish or something tonight, or today, or whatever, after I get set up camp. And then start back in the morning trying to move that boat around the corner there. Whew. Man, I'm getting old. works a little bit hard. Got the fire going. My pants drying. Got that going on. I really need a tarp around here. I don't think it's going to rain or anything like that. It's supposed to. Got the computer in there because I'm using that to charge the battery on the phone. Stuff all strode out all over the place. This will do. Yeah, I got enough wood. That's a pretty good sized bunch of wood there for the night. Got a big piece on there right now. Still early, but I mean it's getting dark. It's getting dark early this time of the year, I guess. I don't know. So here it is. Bunch of crazy stuff going on. Figured I'd just wait till the morning to get put on that other thing. And I don't even know if that leg of the river is even valid for what I'm trying to do, where I'm trying to go. I have no clue. I'm finding out this is the first time I've done this river, and I'm finding out that since it's been since it was, I'm having a hard time even speaking words right now, but since it was the water overflowing here, nobody's been out here since then. I better tend to the fire. Got my water boiling. It's the second morning. Slept pretty good last night, even though I haven't had anything to eat yet. Trying to find some squirrels. Got my little Pumpmaster BB gun pistol. Stores away real nice and easy, and still haven't eaten all my chicken of the woods yet. Kind of in a spot here where I don't know exactly what. Well, I went on ahead and trekked up the river a little ways to see what's happening. So I know one direction that I'm not going to go because it just turns into marsh is all it is. And what I'm going to do is head on down the other way. And, so I'm kind of wondering because there was a spot that was down that direction. That I don't know if I was supposed to turn there or not. I have no clue. But I don't know. I don't know if I was or not. I have no clue. I've never been on this route before. Never seen it before. Don't know where I'm at. So I'm going to start heading in that direction over there. Still gotta carry the canoe. The canoe's still sitting there. I gotta carry it over this way somewhere, over that way. And that's gonna be fun. 'Cause I'm kind of hungry right about now. I ate 4 oranges this morning. That was my last oranges. So I'm hoping that I can find something to eat later. As soon as I get the boat and everything over that way, I think what I'm going to do is just get it all settled and ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and, looks like a pretty good fishing spot, so I'm going to try doing that. So let's see what we can do. Well, I got the boat over where I want it to go. Got some water boiled. I forgot to tell y'all, last night I woke up to some serious rustling in the. It was because you can see I got palmettos right there behind the bed, and it seemed like it was probably, I don't know, maybe 10 yards back into it. There was whatever it was big enough to where it was breaking sticks. It was breaking branches and stuff coming through there. And I was like, man, I could see either a deer or a bear. Because I've seen this morning where there's some black hair on a tree and on some twigs that I found. So I'm assuming it could have been either one. It could have been either a deer or a bear. But all night last night I was getting up and running out there with a machete and a big flashlight, screaming and hollering, and thinking that maybe where it was, I was going to eat it. I was going to catch that joker and eat it. It would have been a big meal. I could have thrown that in the canoe and took it home. But no luck. No such luck. Well, anyways, got that done. So I'm happy. Now I'll be back on track in a little bit. As soon as my water cools down, I'll get a drink of water and put it in my containers and put everything away and migrate all my stuff over to the boat. And by the way, I think this is the day after Christmas. I think yesterday was Christmas. Yeah, I guess it was. They say it's supposed to rain today, 40% chance of rain or something, but I don't know. I don't know if it's going to or not. Let's hope it doesn't. Alright. I wanted to show y'all something. This is a palm tree. Cut this thing off right here. You start cutting down here, start slicing. And you can get to the middle and you find the real soft spots and they taste real good. Tastes like cabbage. And another thing, I was looking for some TP for this morning, and these saw palmettos have the perfect type of like tissue stuff right here. This stuff is soft and it won't break on you. And so if you're ever stuck in a spot, just take a little saw or hatchet or something like that and chop that off and use this stuff. Use this fiber as toilet paper. I know people say, "Oh yeah, get a piece of grass and all this stuff." Just use this fiber, man. This is what I'm going to be doing. I'll give you a review on it later. But it feels like that would do the job. All right, see ya. Well, it's looking a little rough out there. I don't know if you can see it or not. Clouds. I don't know if it's going to rain or not. So I'm kind of stuck in a spot where I got all my stuff together and I can turn the canoe over, so it doesn't fill up if I have to. And so I'm wondering if I should just hold out and see if it does, or if I should just go on down the river. I don't know. Just don't know which one to do. It's like probably 10 o'clock in the morning. The wind's blowing pretty hard. So I don't know. I don't know how this is going to be. It's going to be kind of a strange thing regardless. So we'll see what happens. I'll get back with you. Well, it's going to be storming anytime soon. So I got a tarp up. Got everything. Got everything underneath the tarp. And I'll sit up on the logs to get it off the keep it off the ground. Just figured I'd come in here and take a nap first before it stormed. It's good. I'm so tired. I still haven't got to go fishing yet. I've been getting everything prepared and stuff like that, getting things ready. And whenever you're tired and hungry, it just makes the job a lot rougher. So if I wasn't tired and hungry, I probably wouldn't have been having this much trouble. But I'm glad I decided to go ahead and make the decision to stay here instead of going off, because it would be horrible getting stuck in a thunderstorm. Oops, mosquitoes coming in. I gotta let you go for a minute. and decided to get a mosquito out of here. get the net closed, so then we'll get in here. Alright, well, I'm going to take a nap. When it starts raining, I'll let you see it. Here comes the storm. starting to get rainy now. And real bad windy. Rest of the I can't say that it's lucky that the wind is blowing up high, because there's a lot of high trees around here, and I don't want to see one fall or any branches fall down on me or anything. So I don't know. It was definitely a good choice to leave everything sitting still and not head out on the river. Guess I'll just take a nap. Wait for the storm to go over. I don't know when that's going to be. It's going to suck. Alright. Gotta make a note. No more eating chicken of the woods without cooking it in something or something like that thoroughly. That stuff, from what I read now, you're not allowed to, or you're not supposed to really eat it raw. I mean, it's not deadly poison, but enough to make you sick, make you feel bad, and that's what's going on with me. That's what's been happening to me the past couple of days. I've been slowly poisoning myself, and it's a rough feeling right now, because it's hard to breathe. I just had diarrhea. That's not a good thing out here in the woods like that. The saw palmettos, the fiber from those do work. So I'll at least do the job that you need anyway, I suppose. But I'm feeling a little rough right now. That's why I'm having such a problem. I've been poisoning myself. It stopped raining. I'd really like to get out of here, but because there's no food here. There's nothing at all. There's not even bugs. So, but I can't because I'm too weak. So I gotta lay down for a little while. Well, I'm in a spot. I got the boat all the way around this other side and found out that both directions were dead ends. And so now I don't know what to do. I'm stuck way out here. I came back to where these boats are, and I found like a dirt road type thing, you know. It's not really, I mean, it looks like they've been back here a few times in a 4x4. Wow. I haven't eaten in 3 days. I'm starving. I haven't even found a bug to use for bait or anything. Nothing. Not one single bug anywhere. No birds to shoot. Nothing. I mean, it's almost like it's a lot like that movie, Living in Alaska, or Surviving in Alaska, or whatever it is on YouTube. That guy. Well, things took a worse turn. The river ended up being just a dead end. Those humongous logs, I mean, for as far as you can go, all the way across the river, everywhere. Just and it turned into like hardly any water at all. So I came back to where the boats were, and on the side of the river, and I happened to find a trail from a 4x4 big truck, and I camped out here last night. So I don't know if you can see all that. Camped out here, got my fire started this morning so I can get my water boiled, because I'm going to head out on the bike. I had to leave the canoe. But there's part of the road right there. It leads back there, and it goes back that way into the woods. And I can hear some traffic good ways that way. It sounds like some kind of a thoroughfare. And but who knows where that dirt road leads? It could lead to somebody's backyard. It could be, who knows? It could be a gate somewhere or something like that. I don't know. This is going to be kind of interesting. I don't know how this is going to turn out. This is rough. This is rough. It was freezing cold last night. I mean, it was freezing. And didn't have much for blankets. Still a little bit cold. Still a little bit tired. Haven't eaten anything. This will be the fourth day. Because there's just nothing out here. I mean, because normally there would be something to forage, some kind of weeds or something, some kind of greens. But since the place had been overrun with water, and I mean you can see the water line of the trees right there. That's how deep it was. Everywhere, all out here for acres and acres and acres, and probably miles. Who knows? And and so it killed off a lot of the plants and stuff like that. I mean, there's grasses growing now and stuff like that, but that's about it. So there's really nothing, and it's almost like there's no bugs that have ventured this far into it yet. So there's no bait. I mean, you can't crack open any of the logs, because you can if you wanted to, but the problem is that they're all drenched. They're soaked because the water had soaked them. So if there was any bugs in there, they're not in there now. I mean, look at this. Logs like this. There's nothing in these things. Nothing at all in them, because they were underwater for weeks. So I don't know. This is like just desolate. Very few animals. Couldn't get a hold of any squirrels because they were too fast for me. All I have is just that little pump BB gun. If I had my air rifle, then probably would have been a little bit better. But they were way too far away from me, and knew that I was looking for them. They were getting away. So I don't know. Guess I'm just going to take this little dirt road in and see where it leads. Probably get some. I know there's some of that green. I forget what they call that stuff. The green stuff that grows on top of the water. Little algae type stuff or whatever. I know you can eat that. So I think probably what I'm going to end up doing is just gathering up some of that and gathering up some of that and just boiling that down real good. Have that for dinner or for breakfast. Boy, I feel like I got energy now because I haven't been eating on that on that chicken of the woods. It probably would have been okay if I just would have cooked it, but I don't know how to really cook it. I don't know if you can really boil it or what you do with it. I don't know. I mean, it seemed like if you cooked it in like rice or something like that, it would almost be close to a substitute for chicken, because that stuff feels like chicken. It's got the texture of chicken, and it almost even has kind of a taste like chicken. But apparently you just are not supposed to eat it raw. So I don't know. I know it was really affecting me bad. I feel like I've got some energy, but I know that would probably leave me pretty soon as the day starts progressing. Especially whenever I get on the bike with all the stuff. It's gonna be. I gotta tend to the fire and get that thing back. Well, I made it out of there. I ended up traveling on down that dirt road, and I found a house. It took about half a day going down that dirt road with the bike, and I found the house. The lady gave me some breakfast. So she cooked up some eggs and all that kind of stuff like that. Real nice. Her husband gave me a ride into town, and now I'm back. I was able to even get back there with the truck and get my canoe and all the supplies that I'd abandoned. So it turned out all right. It was just an adventure. And lessons learned is don't forget to at least bring some kind of food with you. I know that during survival situations, everything, I went for 3.5 days or so, with close to 4 days or whatever, with no food whatsoever. And I was able to make it. I mean, it definitely didn't kill me, I mean, if I hadn't found that the dirt road, I don't know what would have happened. I would have had to really I had to do some traveling through the woods, very light pack, and see if I could get to a road or something. Is what I would have ended up doing it. But damn, you can't rely on supplies out there in the woods, on like finding stuff out there, because you don't know. I looked everywhere. There was really not much at all. And like I said, I found that chicken of the woods, but you don't really want to eat that raw. You saw during the video where I was getting run out of breath and getting tired real easy, and it's basically because I was poisoning myself the whole time. And that's an easy thing to happen if you don't brush up on everything, all your skills, all your wild edible skills. I'd definitely say watch as many Green Dean videos as you can, because he's pretty good at that stuff, and he's pretty good at letting you know. My problem is I just don't remember things. I have a bad memory. I have a really, really bad memory, and I suffer for it, but I'm tough. You got to be tough whenever you're in a situation like that. But hopefully the next video that I do like that will turn out a lot better. You'll see me actually catching fish and actually being able to feed myself out there. That's the thing. That's the key. So it might be best just to keep like a, what is it? Walmart sells those little fish food type packs. I guess you just open up the top and drop it down, and it's a little tiny little thing. Maybe keep something like that with you at all times. to use for fish bait just in case you have to, because like I said, there was not one single bug anywhere out there. I mean, nothing. I couldn't find them anywhere. Turn over logs, nothing. Rocks, not a thing. So, anyways, everything turned out okay. Everything's good. Got the canoe back. Got everything ready to go for another adventure. And like I said, hopefully it'll work out a little bit better next time. Hope you enjoyed it. If anything, got a good laugh or thought I was stupid or something. All right. Well, Happy New Year, everybody.